A while back, I mentioned about the little Lee dippers for powder and how they work. They got these little. I'll let this zoom this in here a second. See these little numbers in here, and say you're going to use 40, 64, and it tells you how many grains each one of the little measures out. Now this thing goes, it slides. Okay, you can see it sliding. Now you can put all, I forget how many different loads that there are in here. There's a heck of a lot. But let's zoom this back out. If you look here, these are red. Now this one here is improved. Now I better put these both together. I want to show you how much longer they are, because you get more out of the original ones, or out of the new. See the difference in the box? Okay, you get 15 measures now instead of 13. Has an improved slide chart. 95 powders listed, over 1,300 loads that you can get from this. Now when I get this, the price on this, if I can get it, $7.95. I mean, that's been quite a few years ago. I think I give for the red, if I remember correctly, it was $4.98 for those. Why am I mentioning this stuff again? There's a reason. Because a lot of people try different loads, but they got their things set up for their powder. They got one of those fancy powder measures set up, and that's what they're using. And well, that's okay, but then you have to dump your powder out and go through all the motions of setting the micrometer thing on it and weighing out your charges all over again just for a couple loads with something you wanted to try. Now, if you get these little Lee powder scoops, I mean, they work great, people. I wouldn't suggest the things if they didn't. And they're pretty easy to use. If I zoom this down here, it says powder measuring techniques, okay? Let's get this down here. Push the measure through the powder only once. Then give the measure a slight shake sideways to level it out. Do not shake it down or add more than recommended. It's pretty simple to do. A lot of the bullet you're reloading people, I mean, they've been through this and they'd rather use these powder scoops than to even mess around with the powder measure. I mean, if they're loading up, say, 20 to 40 rifle rounds or something, or maybe 50 to 100 handgun, they're simple to use. And like I said, this way you don't have to dump out your powder or anything like that. You can just, go by, get these things out, find out how much powder you want to use, a certain kind. Check out the chart. I'll get the chart out here and get it moving. I mean, here's a good powder right there, red dot. See it up there? Red dot. And say you want to use 5 grains of red dot, and then you use the number 070 scoop. You want to use less than that, you can use the 50 and you get 3.5 grains. And like I say, this is it's really a really, I mean, for what you have to pay for this thing, it is well worth the money. I don't, like I said, I don't know how much they are now because it's been so long since I bought these. I can't even remember what year I got them. These, the red ones, I know I got them in 1976 or 77. I'm thinking 1977. These, I know I got later because I think, wow, they got more scoops. And I go, what the heck, I'm going to get those. So, yeah, you can't beat Lee products. I mean, when my first bullet mold was one of their aluminum ones, like that. On the back here, it's got the price. I'll zoom that in too, so you can't see it. There's the price of bullet mold, $8.98. That's what I paid for my first 45 long mold. And then they got, you got your stuff here, your lead pots. I mean, back then, an electric pot ran you, depending on what you got, some was $14.98, another one for $19.98 with the thermostat on it, and here's a production pot for $29.98. And I know guys that are still using this. You get more for your buck when you buy Lee products. Okay, anyway, I just wanted to bring you guys up to date on the powder measures, and like I said, it don't cost you an arm and a leg for these things. They're well worth their price. Like I said, this one here probably cost me I think it was $4.98, and this one here is $7.95 if I ever get it. And you can't go wrong with that. I mean, copyright 1978, so that tells you how far back this has been. This one don't have a copyright, and if it did, like I said, you can see the difference between the two. The one powder scoops are a lot longer. You get more loads, and you can't go wrong with either one. And you might find something like this at a garage sale or a flea market, or something on that order. So keep your eyes open. Alright, you guys, thanks for watching. Like I said, these Lee things, you can't go wrong with Lee. You really can't. Alright, thanks for watching.